This Alzheimer's moment has been brought to you by South Sound Alzheimer's Council.
I'm with the South Sound Alzheimer's Council, and I'm excited to be able to tell you a little bit about the council. The council began about 15 years ago. We decided, I'm part of the original group that started the council. We started the council in order to provide services in Thurston, Mason, and Lewis counties. And those services include things like respite care, education, and assistance to families. And it's evolved into consultations and assessments for families. I work with a retirement and assisted living community, and frequently I will have people coming in that don't know where to go, what to do, and I'm very confident in referring them to the Alzheimer's Council for assistance. And what do I mean by that? Families that have loved ones that have Alzheimer's or dementia and not sure where they should go, what they should do. Should they bring services into the home? Should the resident move out of the home? What's the next best step in this disease process? And the council provides the annual conference. It's in May each year. We've been doing it for a long time now, and it provides education, assessments. There's always a nationally known speaker, and then lots of questions and answers, a lot of networking with people in the conference to share concerns and problems and to feel better about what's happening in their lives. So the council's made up of an all-volunteer group. We raise money each year with our annual Alzheimer's Walk, and all of those monies stay in Thurston, Mason, and Lewis counties. They pay for consultations and assessments. David Robinson is someone you'll probably hear about or hear from later. He does consultations and assessments, helps families decide what they need to do. Dr. Laura Baker works with the VA and the University of Washington, and she's been almost a speaker every year at our conference, and she does research on Alzheimer's and brings us the latest and most interesting information to help us know what to do, where we're going with the disease, and what's around the corner as far as assistance and medications and maybe a cure someday, please, Lord. Let me walk you through what would happen if perhaps you called me or one of the other members of the council to say, I need some help. I don't know what to do with mom or dad. Or actually, I can tell you my story because I ended up doing this with my own family. I had a dad who was not too tolerant of a mom with Alzheimer's, and the situation was getting untenable. Dad was very angry with mom all the time because she couldn't do the simple activities of daily living, like preparing a meal, cleaning the house, and it wasn't that she didn't want to do it, she couldn't anymore, but he thought she was lazy. So it was getting ugly. So I tried to help Dad myself, and I couldn't get, I was the daughter and he was the dad, and that relationship wasn't about to change. So I did take a gentleman, David Robinson, actually to my parents' home and asked him to help assess what was going on there and what needed to be done. And with that direction and assistance, I was able to make changes, get mom into a safe environment, continue to provide care for dad, and the crisis resolved itself. What happens normally, I will hear from people, or anybody in the community will hear from a family member, and it's generally a situation that's becoming untenable. The person's up 24 hours a day, or they're wandering from the house, or they're eating things that they shouldn't, or they're setting things on fire, or they're argumentative, or just a number of things that just make life burdensome. And so what we would do is contact David or Patrick or whomever that we know of as resources, and this person would make contact with the client, with the person that needs the assistance. Frequently they go out to the person's home, do an assessment there, and then they will consult and say, this is what I see as the best thing to happen. Either provide services in the home, give the caregiver a respite, or sometimes it does require taking the person out of the home and placing them in a community setting, either assisted living, adult family home, sometimes a nursing home. It just depends on what the needs are. But we have several people on the council now that are family members that have lived through the situation with their loved one, and either the loved one is no longer in the home or they've passed. So again, the council is full of people that have lived and walked the journey, which is very, very helpful. Please call us. Please get a hold of us. Please get a hold of someone on the council if you need help. We're here, like I said, most of us have been through it or are walking the journey right now. There's no reason to be by yourself, to feel like you're the lone stranger. It's much more bearable when you're journeying with other people. So do contact us, contact the council, contact me if you like. There'll be information available to tell you how to do this, but we're there for you. We raise money for this. We are passionate about it. We're all looking for that cure for Alzheimer's, but until it comes, we want to make the journey as livable as possible. Thank you.
For more details, contact www.southsoundalzheimerscouncil.org. For more resources in your local area, search the web for Alzheimer's resources in your hometown.